2022 Smale Ford Virtual Auto Show. My name's Taylor, and with us today we have Jason and Kirill. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey,
and today we're going to be showing you guys all the cool and exciting things happening with Ford this year. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like this video. We do have these guys here to answer all of your questions in real time and make sure that we show you everything that it is you want to see. So with that being said, let's get the show started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Ford Auto Show presented by Smale Ford in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Today, we will be connecting you directly to our showroom floor with a live product specialist and a cameraman. If you have a question, leave it in the comments section and we will provide you live answers and demonstrations on your favorite Ford vehicles. Without any further ado, let's start the broadcast with your hostess, Taylor Smale.
All righty. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Very good. How are you?
Ready to talk about some exciting stuff with Ford?
Absolutely.
I know, real quick before we dive in, for everyone viewing, just a reminder that we are having a giveaway this week. All throughout the entire week of the auto show, you can visit smalecars.com/enter. We have an Apple Watch we're giving away, an Apple TV. We have a Smale gift bucket with a complimentary detail, which, you know, this time of year, I think everyone could use. So make sure you head over to that link and enter. But all righty. What did you guys want to start with first this morning? Did we lose Jason?
Yes. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties already. What happened?
The beauty of live. First thing in the morning, too. Well, you know what? How about while we're figuring out what's going on with Jason, how about we touch on the Maverick right now? We'll go ahead and start with that.
Looking for the versatility of a pickup truck while also not trying to break the bank? Well, then the Ford Maverick is the truck for you. Hi guys, my name is Jake. I'm a product specialist here at Smale Ford in Greensburg, and today we're going to test drive the 2022 Ford Maverick. First thing you'll notice about this all-new 2022 Ford Maverick is the grille, along with its perfectly accented LED headlights. When we come to the side here, you'll notice the 17-inch tires and the sleek design of this truck. It is an XLT trim level. The magnetic exterior color. There are black accents along the outside to kind of outline and really help that color pop. The bed is 4 foot long. Essentially, you can do anything you can with a regular truck that will fit in there. In this one, we have the factory spray and bed liner along with the organizational sidebars. That's a little storage space. There's an outlet in the back of the truck, as well as lights for if you're working in the dark. We'll notice here we got the crew cab. The back seat actually does have a pretty good amount of room. We got some USB chargers, as well as another interior outlet. Underneath this back seat, we have a ton of storage. Let's go take it out on the road. Alrighty, here we are in the front seat of the 2022 Ford Maverick, and you'll notice that everything is very spacious. It's a very open design. My gear shift, like most of the Fords now, is all down here. It's just a dial. I can reach all of my climate controls right here in the center stack, as well as very easily see and interpret this display screen up here that is compatible with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I have my volume controls and cruise control right here to the left of the steering wheel, as well as if I'm multitasking, I have my phone controls right on this side. One of the very unique things about this truck is the accented colors, which are almost completely customizable during the ordering process. There are some USBs down here as well as a 12-volt plug-in. We have our auto start-stop feature, our different drive modes, our traction control, as well as our auto hold, all very easily accessible. Let's take it on the road. One thing everyone says when they test drive is just how smooth it is. I mean, it doesn't drive like a truck. It really just drives like an SUV. This really is the perfect truck for someone who's a gardener, a maintenance man maybe, someone who needs the workability of a bed but doesn't need to tow a camper or a boat or a trailer. So there's two different drivetrains that can come in this vehicle. There's a 2.0 liter EcoBoost, which will give you the capability of all-wheel drive, and there is a hybrid engine as well that'll be a front-wheel drive. This truck also has some pretty cool safety features that come in this XLT package. There's blind spot monitoring, there's a backup camera with rear cross traffic alert. We're gonna see some blind spot here in a second. So as a car approaches our blind spot, the logo will illuminate in the mirror, letting you know that it's not safe to make that maneuver. And even if you were to try and go ahead and put your turn signal on to switch lanes, it'll flash a light at you repeatedly. It's almost impossible to miss. The steering and the drive of this vehicle is all just very smooth. It flows very well. It's not overly sensitive, but at the same time, it's very responsive. Driving this truck down the highway, it doesn't feel like a truck. It feels like I'm driving a compact SUV almost. Another cool thing about these new 2022 Ford Mavericks is the fuel economy. You get almost 30 miles to gallon on a highway, roughly 25 on average. I think they were just trying to make a affordable truck that made sense to drive in places that trucks usually don't go. I mean, the size of it leads you to believe that they were thinking of maybe someone who works downtown, has to park in on the streets, has to park in the city, just somewhere that you wouldn't typically find in an F-150, or would be very difficult to park or maneuver a full-size truck. As I'm in reverse, you notice that when I turn the steering wheel, the projected path of the vehicle changes. It's very helpful. It's a very helpful feature from Ford to have that in these vehicles, since it is a truck. The Maverick really is the most practical truck for most people, and I really do think you're going to see it start to take that portion of the market in the near future. Alrighty guys, that was our test drive of the 2022 Ford Maverick. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. We love to hear from you, or stop in and visit us. We are right off Route 30 in Greensburg, or online at smailford.com.
Oh, we have Jason now.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Jason.
Yeah.
So Jason, I think you were going to tell us a little bit about Smail Auto Group.
Yeah, I know this time of the year, the auto show rolls around. Everybody's looking for what type of car, what model they're looking for. But one of the other big things that we really have to look at as consumers is, where do we want to buy it, and then where do we want to service it? So, us here, we encourage you to come down to Smail, where, we try to make you feel as if you are a family. That this dealership group has been owned and operated for over 80 years. The family members are very, very involved in the day-to-day operations. When you visit, the employees are really here to serve and help you the best that they can. And, the tenure of the employees, you see people that have been here for 10, 20, 30 years. You get to see the same smiling faces when you come back. It really speaks volumes to what this group is really all about. We really want to be your local hometown dealer. Along with being your dealer, we want to support the community. The Smail Auto Groups supported the community for years and years. I don't know if any of you saw the videos last year from the Westmoreland Food Drive, but as the employees, we gathered over 10,000 pounds of food during the food drive, which, what a amount of food that the employees came together just to simply help out our local community. Feed the families involved with the Westmoreland County Food Drive. The Real Men Wear Pink. Now, more technical difficulties.
We can still hear you, but I was going to say, we'll give you a second, still kind of get it figured out. It looks like, Carell, that we have the Bronco right there. Oh, wait, now Jason's back.
I have no idea why I keep going out. But we also, the Real Men Wear Pink, along with the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Westmoreland County Parks Association, the Animal Shelter, Troops First. This dealer group really does try to do anything and everything to help its customers and help its community. So we absolutely encourage you to come down to see us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. And then Corell, it looks like we have the Bronco there.
Yeah, so we got Brian in the showroom here with the camera on the Bronco, and I guess we'll do a quick walk around, show you some of the features, tell everyone a little bit about it. There's been a lot of excitement on this vehicle, just a lot of hype. So I know a lot of people are excited to see it and talk about it. So what we have in our showroom is a mannequin model that Ford sent us. So this is a two-door Outer Banks trim level in the Sasquatch package, in Cactus Gray is the color. So Sasquatch package, you'll notice the first thing on this Bronco, the big wheels, the big tires, the big fender flares. This all comes as part of the Sasquatch package. You also get a nice lift with it, skid plates underneath, just to really have the car ready right out of the box for, off-road adventure. This really is the ultimate off-road adventure vehicle, ruggedly built, ready to handle the outdoors. So this package really just makes it ready to go out of the box. Other than that, this is the hardtop model. There are two options. If you get the two-door, the hardtop is the standard option. However, if you go for the four-door model, you get a soft top, or you can opt for a hardtop as well. So yeah, here you can see, looks like Brian's going to open up the trunk, open sideways because you have that wheel on the back. So the inside of the trunk there, you have some mounting points for accessories. You can get little tables or grills, a lot of little things like that for the outdoors. Little open up window with a defroster on the hardtop, and a little bit of cargo space in there. Those seats will fold flat. The cushion kind of pops up, and then the backs of the seats fold in. So if you just have two people and you need to load the back with cargo, it's pretty maneuverable, and you can get a lot of stuff in there without really trying very hard. Mm-hmm. And of course, the hardtop is removable. There's two panels in the front. You can pop those off, and then the whole back piece is one large shell. So a couple of tools, a buddy, in about 15 minutes, you can take the whole roof off completely and ride around in a big convertible, basically. One of the really cool things of this truck, and not only the roof, but also the doors, couple screws, doors pop right off. They all come with storage bags. So you take your doors off, you put them in this nice canvas bag so that you don't scratch the paint, you don't ding it, you don't damage your, nice factory door. And roll around doorless, roofless, and just have a great time in it. So as Brian's looking on the inside, as I mentioned before, this is the Cactus Gray paint, and you have the gray and navy pier leather interior on this model with the Outer Banks. So this is one of the higher models where you are able to opt for, more accessories, more options on the inside. So this one, like, you have leather, you get the larger 12-inch screen in there, all digital dash, which is really, really cool. There are two engine options for the Broncos. So you have standard, a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, which you can actually get with a 6-speed manual transmission, of all things. Really cool for off-roading. The one we have here, though, is the 10-speed automatic, and this one has the optional 2.7 liter twin turbo V6, which you can only get with the automatic transmission. But both are great motors. The standard 4-cylinder is plenty of power, but if you're just looking for something completely over the top, the twin turbo 2.7 V6 is an absolute blast to drive on the roads. Of course, they are, four-wheel drive. Being an off-road vehicle, there are two different four-wheel drive systems. So standard ones get a normal transfer case with a 4 high, 4 low, and 2 high mode. This one, being the Sasquatch package, you get the advanced 4x4 system. So what that gives you is the 4 auto mode, which essentially turns it into a all-wheel drive vehicle. So the difference being, Ford Auto, you click that button, you drive it like a Ford Escape, and the four-wheel drive system kind of takes care of itself. If you need something more aggressive, put it in 4-low and climb up a small wall, essentially. It just gives you a lot more mechanical grip. But you also get the GOAT modes, which I know have been super popular. So depending on which four-wheel drive system your Bronco gets, you can get anywhere from, I believe, 5 to 8 different GOAT modes, which are essentially drive modes that, calibrate your drivetrain to better handle whatever condition you're in. So there's a rock crawl mode if you're really going, hardcore off-road adventuring. There's a snow and slippery mode if it's, we're in PA, so we get our fair share of snow. Helps you kind of just keep it on the road and maintain control in inclement weather. You also have an eco mode and a sport mode to just, kind of personalize the driving experience for whoever may be behind the wheel. So a lot of really cool things here. Again, heated seats. You get all the awesome safety features that Jake recently mentioned on the Maverick. So blind spot sensors, lane keep assist, emergency braking. It's all there, and in an off-road vehicle. So super safe, super advanced, super ready to go. Looks like Brian's showing us the roof here. So this one has the accessory Bimini roof on it, which is like a mesh roof that once you take your hardtop off, you have like a mesh cover over you, so your sun's not beaming right down on you.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a little storage too. Put some
little pockets up there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where he's going with this, but. Yeah, so super, super awesome vehicles. We've had a lot of demand on them. They're just a lot of fun. They drive a lot smoother than a lot of other off-road cars due to some key things that Ford really did to make this, a car that anyone can use. They're really smooth. They're really easy to maintain on the road. Like, my mom could drive this if she wanted to. I feel pretty confident in that. So, yeah, definitely a great vehicle if you're into adventuring and stuff like that. Highly recommend checking it out.
I know how you mentioned how these are in very high demand right now. I might bring Jason back on here because with COVID, kind of crazy times, inventory's a little hard right now. How would you go about, like ordering something like this, or what can we do with the inventory, how it is right now?
Yeah, definitely in today's marketplace, things have changed over the last year and a half from COVID to the chip shortage. Availability is not really there when you go to the dealer's lot. So we encourage you to come in, sit down with one of our trained specialists, build a vehicle that you would choose. We absolutely have a link right on our website if you are not here, if you choose to go on. I do believe Jeff's going to put it up. So you can look for exactly what you want, build it. Ford Motor Company is offering $1,000 retail order bonus cash for anybody that does choose that this is their way of purchasing a vehicle. And then we're going to add a little bit. If you mention this video and you come in and you do a retail order here at Smell Ford, we'll add an additional $500 that we will save you. So a total of $1,500 in savings to actually get exactly what you want. The time is a turnaround usually with Ford on most models between 120 and 150 days. You get exactly what you want. You don't have to settle for a different color. You don't have to settle for a different trim. Try to make the experience, even though you're ordering one that's fun, easy. Most models do qualify for the $1,000 bonus cash from Ford. But yeah, inventory being so low, get exactly what you want, come in, sit down, and, wait for it to come in. And once it gets off the truck, it's yours. Nobody else touches it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're also going to take this time. We have a video from Vinny within service. Tell everyone a little bit about what we can now do with service.
Hey guys, my name is Vinny Greco. I'm a service writer here for Smale Auto Group. And today I'm going to be going over a couple things with My Karma. We partnered with them for 2022, and we're going to go over some things that help out with our customers here at Service. One of the good points about My Karma is you're now able to schedule everything online. If you're not able to pick up a telephone to call in to schedule with one of us service advisors or the call center, you're able to go to smelllautogroup.com. At that time, you're able to select your brand and select the appointment time and date that best fits your schedule. And so that way we can get you in at an early convenience. Upon arrival into the dealership, another good thing about the My Karma is as long as your cell phone's attached to your account, we're able to send you a text message. So that way you're able to communicate with your advisor through text messaging. So let's say if you're out in the office or you're on a conference phone call, we're able to text you. Another good point about My Karma is, let's say you're coming in with a noise. You got a front noise coming when you're making left turns. We're able to actually send you videos and pictures of what's going on with the vehicle that you can view in real time and text us back. So that way you don't have to be here to see everything. So that's another good point. And another good thing is we can also now send you invoices to text messaging. So that way, if you're gonna be picking up after hours, you're able to pay via text message, a secure link, which notifies your service writer, and we can print the receipt and attach it to your multi-point inspection. Multi-point inspection, those are complimentary with every service. You do get your tire specs, your brake specs. We will let you know what's upcoming with service and also what could be addressed at your time with the mileage on your vehicle. A lot of the time is waiting on phone calls and communication back and forth from the clients. So that what we're trying to do is cut that out so that way we can have direct contact with our clients to get their vehicles done in a timely fashion and in the right way. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Vinny Greco, one of the service advisors here at Smell Auto Group. Make sure you stop on in Route 30 East in Greensburg, PA, or check us out online at smellauto.com.
All righty. It really makes getting your car serviced so much easier.
Absolutely.
Super direct. Kirill, I was wondering maybe if you could just give us a little overview. I know we just looked at the Outer Banks package. What other packages and trim levels are there? And maybe we could check another one out.
Gotcha. So with the Bronco, there's two different kinds of Broncos. You have the full-size Bronco that we just looked at, and then you have the Bronco Sport, which we have on camera here. So a couple of their trim levels are shared. They both start off with a base. They both have a Big Bend trim level that comes after that, and then an Outer Banks that comes above that. Now for the Bronco Sport, you have one more trim level that you can get, which is called the Badlands trim level, which is kind of like the slightly more off-road oriented one. And you can also get that same package on the full-size Bronco. But on the full-size Bronco, you also have one called the Black Diamond, which it's essentially a Big Bend with a couple key off-road add-ons to it. And then you also have what's called a Wild Track, which is pretty much every single option you can get already included, ready to go. So you don't really have to add much other than maybe a few accessories if you want to personalize it, pick your color, little things like that. But otherwise, you get a Wild Track and it's fully loaded, no questions asked. So what we're looking at here in our showroom, this is a Bronco Sport. And this is a Big Bend, so one step up from base where you can kind of start picking and choosing your options, adding accessories, stuff like that. So the one we're looking at here is in Rapid Red with the, I believe, gray and black interior that you can select as an option. So as Brian's walking around it, let's see where we're going with this. So once you get to the Big Bend, you get the black window tint or the darker window tint in the back on the Big Bend, whereas the base, that would just be all clear glass. You also get the slightly nicer dark gray wheels once you get up to the Big Bend package, whereas the base, you would get silver wheels. You also get the nice white lettering on here to contrast with the color. On the back bumper, this package, you get the reverse sensors. So whenever you get close to something, it's a proximity sensor, so it'll start to beep as you get close to kind of warn you. And of course, backup camera, standard on all of them. Now the Bronco Sports are really cool because just like the big Broncos, you can pop open the rear glass separate from the rest of the trunk. So if you just need to reach in and grab something, pop that open, reach your arm in, and move on with your day. And of course, you can open the entire trunk. And Brian, if you're able to do that, there's a lot of really cool stuff inside here that be nice to touch on. You may have seen on the backup camera, there is a washer there, which is kind of cool. So when you squirt your back window to clean it, it actually cleans off your backup camera too.
Huh.
I know a lot of people kind of, little feature, but it's always those little things that make such a huge difference in your daily life. So as we're looking back here, first thing you'll notice is the hard plastic mats on the whole cargo area. So the floor is a nice hard plastic, and the seat backs have clips on them. So those are removable covers that clip onto existing clips on seats. And that way, if you fold the seats down, or if you have, your mountain bike or your hiking boots or fishing poles, whatever you're doing outdoors, it kind of protects the cargo area from getting damaged and makes it a lot easier to clean too. Those things pop right off. You can take them out, hose them off, and put them right back on, just like the push of a button. Mm-hmm. Now, what Brian's looking at there's a button on the left side of the trunk for lights on the inside of your tailgate hatch. So, Brian, if you look behind you and up on the inside of the tailgate, you'll see lights. They're like spotlights. So the idea there is you're, getting ready in the back of your car, you're hanging out, tailgating, you've got a little bit of overhead lighting to just make it a little easier to see. And it's cool because you can actually move them around to angle the light better. Now next to those buttons, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Now you also have a couple lasso hook straps there, or I call them lasso hooks because there's a little lasso logo on them. So these are basically just, hooks to clip stuff to. If you have grocery bags, instead of just throwing them in the cargo area, clip your grocery bags onto there, and they stay nice and organized. So there's 4 of those, one in each corner of the cargo area, and it just helps with organization. This whole car is really, it's all about outdoor adventure. And when you're going outdoors, you got to bring a lot of stuff with you. So you got to be organized. And they really try to go out of their way on this car to make it a little easier for you. And then, of course, if you look on the right side of the hatch, Brian, by the right taillight, there is your signature bottle opener. Gotta love that. Key for tailgating. Such a fun feature. I love that Ford's doing it. It just, it always brings a smile out of people when you mention that their car has a built-in bottle opener. Obviously not advocating, drinking and driving, but when you're at a campsite or something, not planning on going anywhere, nothing wrong with, having a step 2.
It's always something you forget too. You always need it when you don't have it.
Yeah. And then you're struggling trying to find some kind of hard surface, and it's just better to have one built in. It's easier for everyone. All right. So I think that's most of the key stuff in the cargo area here, Brian. Let's see where we'll go to next. So it looks like we're in the back seat. So on the backs of the seats, there's a couple cool things. So as I mentioned, storage and organization before. The back of the driver and passenger seats, you'll see some pockets there. There was zippered pockets, so you can, put stuff in there, secure it. You're not going to fall down. But you also have the straps below it, which are meant for hanging carabiners off of. These are like military style, I think they're MOLLE straps, they call them. And, hang your water bottles, hang your little backpacks on there, stuff that you don't want rolling around. Clip a carabiner onto it, and it's nice and secure. Then you also have, the air vents back there for your rear passengers, USB and a USB-C port down at the bottom for quicker charging for some newer devices. Armrests with cup holders in the middle. And foldable headrests. That way, if you don't have passengers in the back, you push that little button on the side, they fold down, and makes it a little easier to see out the back. And of course, as I mentioned before, the seats do fold down. So right on the shoulder there's a button. Click that, seats drop, and if you need more storage space, it's super easy. Brian just did it with one hand while holding a camera.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so super versatile vehicle, real fun to drive. They're easy to maneuver because they're boxy, so they're really easy to see out of. They're really easy to park. Great visibility out of them. And they're just, very similar to the Maverick that Jake described earlier. The controls are all very simple, very intuitive, very easy to use. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. You get the nice touchscreen 8-inch with the new Ford Pass app that all the Fords are coming with. So you get any new Ford and you can remote start your car from your phone. You can lock it and unlock it from your phone, find it on a map, see your tire pressure, see how much gas you have. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, what you can do from your phone to control your car. And it's always just part of the package. You buy a new Ford, that app is yours for as long as you have the vehicle, which I think is just such a nice cherry on top. So Brian's going through the center stack of the Bronco here. So very similar looking to the Maverick, but the difference here with it being a Bronco is you do get the GOAT modes, which are very similar to like what you get in the full-size Bronco. So normal mode, eco mode, sport mode, slippery and snow mode, all kind of help calibrate the vehicle for, whatever conditions you may be in or whatever you may be feeling like at that moment. You're trying to increase your fuel economy and save money on gas, throw it into eco mode. If you're just looking to scoot around through traffic and, have a fun, exciting time driving your car, put it in sport mode. It'll, make it a lot more responsive, make it shift faster, and really make the whole car come alive. And it's as easy as turning that dial. It shows up on your digital dash as you turn it. Pick out whatever mode you want. You can do it on the fly as you're going, and it really just changes the whole personality of your vehicle. So other than that, there in the middle, you've got a little auto hold and electronic parking brake, and the newer style shifter that Ford's been using, which is their electronic turn dial shifter. Little new, couple benefits of it. If you turn your car off and forget to put it in park, it will shift itself into park automatically. So a couple safety benefits of that. Plus, I've heard that since a lot more of it is electronic, there's less physical wear and tear. So it's supposedly a little more reliable than having a shifter that you constantly slide up and down, which eventually wears out. But so low gear there too, just in case. And one really neat thing about this Bronco is you do get a wireless charger on it. This has the convenience package on it for the Big Bend, so you get some really nice creature comforts. You can kind of see the heated seats there in the picture, your wireless charger. You do get climate control there, so you can actually select your temperature. And then with the Big Bend, you do get like the push button start there and keyless entry as well. So, sensors on your door handle, they unlock with the key in your pocket just by you touching it. Makes it real convenient. Get in and out. Never really have to dig around in your pockets or anything to find your key.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's, we don't have it on in the showroom for, obvious reasons. So you can't really see the digital dash, but you do have a nice like 4.5-inch screen there in the gauge clusters. So you can see all your drive modes, digital speedometer, all your trip info and stuff like that. Very easy to use, very easy to navigate. They give you all your key buttons on the steering wheel, so you can pretty much control the whole car just using steering wheel controls and voice commands once you get good at it.
I just want to take a second and remind everyone that's watching, or if you're just now joining us, to ask questions all throughout the live. Kirill can answer them. Or if there's something you want to see, go ahead and comment. But just wanted to remind everyone or people that are just joining. I know one thing that I love is the colors they have picked, like in this lineup. Like they're all so unique and different.
Yeah, they've got some really cool ones. So like the Mustang that's behind you, you can get that color on it. It's called Velocity Blue. That's a really, cool, bright, fun color. The Rapid Red's a popular choice. They have one called Cyber Orange, which is I mean, it says it's pretty yellow, but they call it hyper orange.
Mhm.
But you'll see it on the Mach-E that we show later in the video. So you can get that color, and then they have, you know, black, gray, white, silver, all the normal stuff. But I do think it's cool that they have all these fun colors as well for people to pick from.
Mhm. So speaking of the Mustang and the Mach-E, I'm sure a lot of people are really interested in seeing what that's all about. Should we show them that now?
Let's do it.
My name's Jake. I'm a product specialist down here at Smale Ford in Greensburg. Today we're going to do an overview of the all-new 21 Mach-E. So the first thing we notice about the Mach-E is the exterior color, the carbonized gray exterior. And then if we move towards the front, we'll notice the very unique front fascia that includes that unique Mustang logo. This is a completely electric vehicle, so you notice the charging port right there in front of the driver's door as we go to the side of the vehicle. As we get to the back of the vehicle, you'll notice the signature cascading Mustang taillights. It also comes with a hands-free power tailgate going up and down at a push of a button. This Mustang offers a rear tailgate with 29 cubic feet of storage. You also notice the 60/40 split seats in the back, so if we need to put that down, it gives us a little bit of extra room. So one of the new and cool things about this Mustang is they push to open doors. You'll notice that the rear doors do not have door handles on the outside. All you do is push the button, cueing the door to open. This exterior color is complemented well by the black premium leather interior. You'll notice the white accent stitching that really kind of breaks up the all black interior. Another cool thing to have in this new Mach-E is the panoramic moonroof, giving your backseat passengers access to seeing the sky as well as the front. So as we move to the front, not only will you notice the giant 15.5-inch screen, it also comes with wireless charging capability. Not only is this an electric sports car, it also comes with everyday safety features that we've grown accustomed to. The blind spot monitoring, the 360 view camera, as well as backup camera, making it that much easier to maneuver. The two different engine options give the Mach-E all-wheel drive capability, and it can reach 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. With the two different engine options, there is the ability to drive up to 270 electric miles. If you have any more questions about this new vehicle, please leave them in the comments section below, or stop in and see us. We're right off Route 30 in Greensburg, or smaleford.com.
All righty. It seems like everything's moving electric. This is we're really starting to see that all start rolling out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see how fast it's all kind of developed. Even in, you know, the past 3-5 years, it went from, you know, having one electric car brand that to really speak of to now, you know, Ford is really becoming one of the big major players in the industry, and it's pretty exciting, you know, being able to work with some of this stuff firsthand, because I mean the cars are absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a second. We're going to bring John Hanna in. Hi,
Cool.
John.
Hey,
Hi,
John.
Taylor. How are you? Krill?
Good to see you.
You too, sir.
We wanted to talk a little bit about how we're buying, like with, you know, inventory and stuff like that, how we're kind of buying any car right now.
That's right, Taylor. We've teamed up with Kelley Blue Book to buy vehicles off the street, help consumers get a fair price for their vehicle, and customers can use those prices either for a new vehicle, or we can give them a check within about an hour.
Awesome. So if they didn't want to buy a car, or like, can they just bring any car in? Like, it's, you know.
Yeah, they can bring any car in. They could get
As
a
long as it's
quick
yours.
appraisal online through our website. There is a link to Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer. Give them a general ballpark before they come in. And then whenever they come in, we do a quick appraisal. Takes about 15 minutes. And then all said and done, check out the door about an hour.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
So, Curl, I know we were kind of talking about how everything's moving electric. The Lightning, the F-150 Lightning's coming out.
Yeah, how about that? So, first of all, I mean, I want to say great name choice by Ford. Of all the ones they could have chosen, kudos. That is perfect. But yeah, here we have one that was at the Pittsburgh Auto Show. So, all electric F-150, not a hybrid at all. It's just full battery with electric motors. Taking orders for them already. It's going to be, there's a lot of demand for it. So rollout's probably going to be a little slow at first. But once these things get on the road and in consumer hands, I think the public is just going to be absolutely amazed by them. Seeing this thing, do the test drives at the Pittsburgh Auto Show, I mean, I was just absolutely astounded. The acceleration on it and even the way it handled. I mean, they had a pretty short track and they were doing U-turns at the end of it. And they're coming into this thing with some speed and it was handling amazingly. But if you look at it, on the inside, it looks like a normal F-150. If you open the hood, you'll be missing your motor, but you have a lot of cargo space there in addition to everything you get in your bed and in the cab of your crew cab Lightning, which, if people are familiar with what a crew cab F-150 is like on the inside, they are absolutely massive. So now, you're going to be able to fit so much stuff in here. It's going to be unbelievable. But no, they're incredible trucks. They're going to have up to 300 miles of electric range, up to, I think, like 775 foot-pounds of torque and like 563 horsepower. So yeah, they're going to be crazy. This is really the first electric truck that's going to be on the market. You've got some other ones that are kind of sort of getting there, but I think as far as mass produced and mass consumer, this is going to be it. I mean, it's the F-150, it's the truck of trucks, and it's still going to be the truck of electric trucks too. I don't think anyone's taking that crown away anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. It's just crazy how the future's here. I know whenever we were at the auto show, how they had the cars on it, like took me a second to realize, oh, you can do that. It's electric.
Yeah, there's no emissions, there's no, gases or anything. So yeah, you just drive it around inside and it's I don't know. I'm still kind of learning a lot about it, but just being able to see them in person finally, I was absolutely blown away by them. I think they're going to catch on pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So just another reminder for everyone at home, if you have any questions or if there's anything you're wanting to see a little more of, don't forget to comment. We can try to make sure that we get you the answer or, show you what it is you want to see. We also have the giveaway going on this week. If you go to smailcars.com/enter, we have an Apple Watch we're giving away, an Apple TV, a Smail gift bucket with a complimentary detail. All you have to do is go to that link and fill it out, and you can go home with one of these things. So coming back, I think we're going to bring Jason up again. Hello, welcome back. Oh, I think we might have you muted. There we go.
Oh, technical difficulties. Familiar.
Jason, I think you wanted to tell us a little bit about what the customers think of Smail Ford.
Yeah, definitely here we take pride in what we do and how we serve the customer. So I figured we'd take a couple minutes here and read some feedback that customers have given us over the last couple months. So first off, Heath writes, excellent experience with Smail Ford. Jason, Lloyd, and Nick highly recommend Smail for anyone looking to purchase a new vehicle. Thank you for your feedback. This one's a little lengthy, but definitely sums up what we try to do here. So James says, I'd like to put out there that this dealership was by far the most professional, courteous, and the most helpful of all the places I have been over the previous 2 months. It had been a long process trying to find a truck worth trading mine in for. even though tons of test drives and lots of second guessing myself, I was able to lock in a decision and drive off the lot in my new truck. William says, bought a new F-150 Raptor. Good choice. From Smale, great experience all around, easy and fast transaction. We'll definitely purchase from them again. John Poole and Jason Mossing were great to deal with. Thank you for a great buying experience. Here's one for service. First time at the Ford service shop. I think first impressions are important. In hospitality, knowledge, honesty, and service, well done. You have set the bar very high. In short, worth going out of my way to come to you. And then we'll read one more. So shout out to the team at Smale Ford. We love our new Mustang GT. Your knowledge, respect, love of the vehicle and its performance made all the difference. I have purchased 3 cars from Smale, and I'll be back again in the future. We like to hear feedback from our customers to let us know what we are doing and what we can improve on. So please feel free to go to Smale Ford, give us a Google review, let us know how we're doing, and make sure that we can take care of you the best that we can here at the Smale Auto Group.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. I know we're about to kind of wrap this up. Was there anything either of you wanted to say before we signed off?
Krill?
Come buy a car.
Absolutely. Visit us at smaleford.com or come down to Smale Ford on US Route 130 in Greensburg and give us a chance.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. Again, if anyone has any questions, you can comment and we'll get Krill or Jason back to you and make sure we get it answered. Again, the giveaway, smalecars.com/enter. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. This has been the 2022 Smale Ford Virtual Auto Show. Thanks.